y'all, where have you been? Huh? Where have I been? Oh, I tell you what, come on into my dining room. Let's sit down, have a nice cold glass of lemonade, and light a good smelling candle, and let's have a visit. I'm sitting here waiting on you now. I've got my nice cold lemonade and I have a good smelling candle. I love candles. Always have. So, my little adventure. So before I tell you what happened to me, let me share this with you. I have a viewer that left me a message on my comments and said, "Where are you? I love you. I miss you." I think that's how it went. It's something on that order. Anyway, and so said, thank you so much for asking where I was. Also, I have another little video. Daniel and I had went out to eat last week, and we were going into this restaurant, and somebody all of a sudden, Daniel, and I turned and I looked, and I know the woman probably thought, what in the world? But I didn't know who in the world it was. And she said, "It's me, Suzette." And I looked at her and I said, "That's not Suzette. I know Suzette. Suzette was Randy's nurse." And then I realized it was Suzette that had sent me this fan. And so I got to meet her, and it was so very special. I'm famous now, y'all. No, I'm just picking. First time I've had somebody watch my videos and in person and tell me, meet them. And so it was such a blessing. That's like God. When we going through troubles and trials, He sends special little blessings to us. And said, your comment to me, "Where are you? I miss you." And seeing Suzette, it just done so much for my heart. You will never know. But she had asked me, she said, wanting to know where I had been, and I told her what had happened. But she said, well, some lady, Sarah, hey Sarah, watches my videos too. And she said, Sarah said, "Reckon something's happened to her?" She said, "No, nothing's happened to her. She'll be back." Well, something did happen, but I will tell you what's going on. But I'm gonna put this little clip in there that we met Suzette. Hey y'all, this is Jan. I am out of town today buying groceries, actually in town, I reckon. And guess what? Daniel and I, which is with me, hey, we decided to get a bite to eat. And then all of a sudden I hear somebody calling my name. And I look around and I see a lady, and I think she's lost her mind. I don't know who she is. I ran into a viewer, y'all. This is Susan. Hey, y'all. The little fan that that she sent me, and I don't think I did a video on it because she told me not to, but I'm gonna show you the little fan when I get home that she gave me. But this is Suzette. Hey y'all, I love her. I feel like I know her. So this is a special treat today, y'all, for us. Oh, this is so cool. It is good to taste and see that the Lord is good, because He is good. Even in troubles and trials. So, let me just say, for all of you who are computer wise, I'm not. And you might want to not listen to me. You might want to go on somewhere else, because I don't want you to laugh at me. Don't leave me any ugly comments that you just don't know what you're doing. I'm blessed, and I have kept the computer on. I can get to Facebook. I can get to YouTube. Obviously, I can video on YouTube, and learning little bits, but there's so much that I do not know. And that's where the problem was. I had went on YouTube and was looking at this lady. I've watched this lady before. It wasn't anything to do with this lady. She had lost, a good bit of weight with keto, and she's talking about her skin and stuff because she didn't have flabby skin. And so I was listening to her, and she said, if you want to see my before and after pictures, go over to my blog. Well, I have watched her on YouTube, but I've never been to her blog. So I decided to go to the blog, and y'all, I guess I was having the widow brain moment. But when I pulled up, it wasn't her. I think she got hacked. I know she got hacked because when I pulled up, her page was not there. It said it said continue. You had to click it to continue. I don't click stuff on blogs like that. I usually don't. But I figured to go on into hers, I had to click it. And when I did, let me back up just a little bit. I had Microsoft protection on my plan, on my computer. I checked it just a few months ago. It said it, I had it on my computer. So when I clicked on to continue, all of a sudden Microsoft popped up and it started making all kinds of noises and saying, you've been hacked and all this, and it had an 800 number to call. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared because I've had a laptop before that got a virus on it, and I couldn't even get into it, and I ended up having to throw it away. And so I just don't have the money to go buy a new computer, and it just it really upset me. So what happened, I want to go back again. Another thing, I have a lot of problems with my internet. I live out in the country, and it's from our telephone company, but I still have a lot of problems with it. So the last time I had like 3 problems with it within just a few weeks from each other. And so the last time, it was actually, or the second to last time, last 2 times has been on their end. When I called, I had nothing against anybody, but I had an Indian from, a different country talking to me. And I don't particularly care for it because I have a hard time understanding them, but it also keep the jobs in America. Okay, enough with that. So I talked to him and we got it straightened out. So I didn't think, too much more about it. Y'all, I'm sorry, I have to keep looking up because I have readers and I can't see myself too much in the camera, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, the phone company got it was on their end and they finally got it taken care of. So I didn't think much about it. So when the Microsoft thing come on, I thought, well, maybe this is my protection things coming on my computer telling me that, somebody was trying to hack me. So I called the 1-800 number. It was an Indian. And she wanted me she said, do not talk to anybody. Is there any other phones? I said, yeah, there's another phone. She said, don't answer it. She said, I'm going to call you back on a secure line and we're going to talk and I'm going to talk you through it. Well, one thing that threw up my one red flag was the minute that she called me back, it said potential spam. If you're on a secure line, why is it going to say potential spam? So anyway, I didn't know. And maybe there's some of you out there like me that just don't know. So she was talking me through it, and I've had McAfee protection on my computer years ago, and in order to get it to download, I had to call them, and they had got an Indian, and they had to talk me through it and I had to let them take control of the computer for a little bit to get it to go. And that's what I figured I had to do this time. So she was talking me through it, and all of a sudden she comes up and says, you have child pornography on your computer. Somebody's been watching it. I said, no, they haven't. I said, I'm the only one that messes with this computer other than Abigail. She's doing school and she's 7. She don't know how to do nothing. She's not allowed to be on other than her school. And I said, no, I know that's not true. And she said, well, you can get in trouble for that. And I said, of course that worries me, because I know I would not have watched, I'm not going to watch regular pornography. I'm sure not going to watch something that filthy. Buffoon's filthy. So anyway, she kept talking. She said, well, we need to check your checking account. I said, no. I said, I don't do checking on the computer. It's not on my computer. And so the only thing that would have been there would have been like if I'd ordered something from Amazon, then it would have been on there. She said, well, I can talk you through it. We can download it onto your computer so I can check it, so you can check it. And then the flags went up in my head. You know, I don't have much money, but I don't want to give it to somebody because I might need it somewhere down the road. So anyway, I'm thinking, okay, I need to talk to one of my boys because this don't sound right. When I have problems, you know, to try to keep my mind focused, if the Bible says to go get wise counsel, and I was trying to seek my boys to get help. So I said, well, I've got to talk to my boys. And she was on my cell phone. I said, I'll call you back on that number. And because, you know, if it was a legitimate number, I could have called it back. So I walked from my dining room into my living room trying to get Scott. I hung up on her and called Scott because she was having, oh, you can go to jail for that child pornography. You don't hang up on me, you know. And I called Scott, couldn't get him, and I called Andrew. And from the time I called Scott and then I called Andrew, she done called me two other times, three times, because I answered her, and that's when she started hollering at me. She said, you called me, I didn't call you. You can go to jail for this. But she's really being really rude and aggressive with me. And so I hung up on her again. And then the next two times she called, I didn't call her back. I didn't answer. I had told Andrew what had happened. He said, Mama, you've been hacked. He said, go in there and cut your computer off. And from the time I walked out of the living room back into the dining room, they had took control of my computer. And when I walked in there, you could see they had put the camera on my computer, and they could see, all they seen was the junkie side over there, which everything's junky right now. But with the books that needs to be straightened up and my paintings and stuff, that's all they could see. They didn't see anything. And Andrew said, cut it off. And so I went in and I cut it off, and I didn't cut it back on. And, you know, he came over later that evening, and because I was very upset. He said, Mama, he said, it's not your fault. He said, these people know what they're doing. He said, it's just something, you know, it's what they do for a living. And I told Daniel, he said, Mama, he said, you know how you say the devil has been doing what he does for thousands of years and he's mastered it? He said, well, this is what they've been doing for a long time, and they do it for a living, and they've mastered it. And that's how they get people. Especially, you know, telling you you're going to go to jail for watching something you know you've never even seen. So anyway, I didn't cut the computer back on. I sent it to, Scott has a friend that works on computers, and so he got it. And so, unfortunately, nothing was able to be saved on my computer. Nothing. When he got it, they had done changed the password, and they were into everything. And I was talking to Andrew. I said, well, I don't do checking. He said, you gotta go check your checking accounts and stuff. And I have that on my phone. I don't check, I don't bank, I just keep an eye on it. And so and we have Daniel's on my phone. And so we kept checking those. And he said, I said, but I don't have anything on my phone other than, you know, if they would be looking through Amazon or something. And I've changed all the passwords. But he said, well, they're going to be very angry with you. I said, why? He said, they went to that much trouble and didn't get nothing. So, but that's a good thing. But it took about probably 5 or 6 weeks. And I finally got my computer. He works other jobs, and so he does that on the side. And, you know, it didn't cost me a whole bunch. So that was, you know, I was happy that he done it for me. The only thing I was very upset about was my pictures, because, and I've gotten some of them back, but I have another hard drive that I keep my pictures on, but when I had done several videos, I just hadn't had a chance to download them onto it. So but you know, I still have the pictures, some of the pictures that I had on my computer. I still have them on the hard drive, but I had them on my computer because, you know, there's just days I get to missing Randy, and I just go to the computer and sit and cry. But it's, you know, it was comforting to me, and so now I've got to try to get all those back on there. So I got my computer, and I'll tell you, I had to go and change passwords to everything, and that's a headache. that added about 25,000 more grays in here. No, I'm just picking. But yeah, it's very aggravating, but it's life. And don't hit anything that says continue if you go visit a blog. Like I did. But yeah, I guess I guess I'm okay now. So I'm still having some trouble with my video camera. The little disc in it is not wanting to read on my computer, so I may have to purchase a new one of those. So I'm trying to do it on my phone, and Apple phones. I love Apple phones, but they are the hardest thing to connect to a computer. I don't know if other computers are that way, but I know Apple can be very, very aggravating. But like I said, I do like Apple because that's what I'm used to and familiar with. So I am back. I hope for a little while anyway. And I just missed y'all. I really have. And I kept saying, I hope they don't leave me. I hope they don't leave me and think I'm not coming back. But, you know, some things are out of our hands. And when you get hacked and you don't have a computer, it's pretty tough. So my computer, even though I've got my old computer, it's like it's brand new inside, because even though, you know, he's had to clean off all the hardware and everything, because they literally took control of my computer. And that just makes me so aggravated that people don't have anything better to do than to sit around and try to steal stuff from other people. But, you know, they're going to answer for that for one day. So, but I have some other things, you know, some other videos coming out. I've got a couple of videos coming out that are older. And when I say older, I had them before my computer got hacked. But I'm going to go ahead and download them and let you see some of the things that's going on. But, you know, I talk about change. There's a lot of changes coming. And so I hope you'll be here with me as those changes come and we can share them together, because it's lonely. I have to say, I sit and cry. After 6, you know, it's been 2.5 years, I know, but after 6, still hard for me, because he would have come home around 6. And then Friday evenings and Saturdays and Sundays are more difficult, because yeah. So that's why I need y'all. I need y'all to help me grow my channel and comment. You know, you do not know what your comments mean to me. It's just a way to get to interact, even though I don't see you face to face, except Suzette. It's just a way to get to interact and have somebody to talk to, because I'm sure there's some of you out there that probably feel a little lonely too. So, but the Lord is good to us, and He helps us, and He blesses us. And I am playing with the little cover to the fan. I don't know, when I sit, I've got to have something, even if I've got company, or we go out to eat with somebody, I'll get the napkin and I'll sit there and play with napkins. It's just, I have done that, I don't know, probably all my life. Well, I didn't go out to eat when I was a kid, when I was growing up. I didn't go out to eat till I met Randy, but anyway, that's a horse of a different color. But I just want to let you know where I was at, and I want to thank you for coming back and visiting me, even though I've, you know, been gone for a few weeks. So y'all take care. I really do love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, and I thank God for y'all. Y'all take care. God bless.